So COUNTIF will count instances of whatever you're looking for. So here in C2, I've got a data validation of the items that are over here in the A column, and it's unique, so I'm counting for Greg's in that case. Now I change it to Hope. So I found 5 hopes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is correct. So let's take a look at that formula. So we got COUNTIF looking in this range based off of this value that we're looking at. So that works out pretty well if we're looking just for one thing. Now let's say we wanted to do 2 names that I want to look up and I want to combine them. So we've got quite a formula for this. So we've got if C6 is not equal to C7. If it is, it'll say, sorry, you cannot choose the same name, because what it'll do is it'll just add, it'll say, hey, I found 4 Gregs, and I found 4 Gregs, and just add them together, and it'll be 8. So we don't want that. And here we're counting the first instance. So in C6, we want to look through that range and find out how many instances. And then the same thing, we're doing COUNTIF in the same range, looking at C7. And we're adding them together, and we come up with 6. So if I change this to Hope, I get 7. If I change this to Bob, it gives me that error message. So we'll do Greg and Hope here, and we're at 9. So next we've got count the number of cells containing some text. So right here we've got COUNTIF in the range, and we're looking for anything. We're using the asterisk symbol as a wildcard. And so it says, I want you to look up anything. So it says, okay, I've got 11 names. So if I remove 1, you can see that drops down to 10. Now this is very similar to the COUNTA function, which counts text. If I was counting numbers, we'd just do count. So let's do count. And we have 0. Now if these were numbers, the COUNTIF doesn't find it, but the count does, and COUNTA does. So it's anything that's in here. If we want to count only characters that are, let's say, a certain amount of characters, we can do that. So we've got COUNTIF, and then we've got, using the question mark, I'm using how many characters are in it. So right in this particular case, we're looking for only 3 characters. But if we do 4, because we have 9, and if we did 5, we don't have any other 5.